Um, let's start with your family. What's your wife's name, your kids?
My wife is Susan, and she is the counselor at the Southeastern Career Center, so she's involved in education also. I have a 14-year-old son, Jake, who will be a freshman here. I have a 9-year-old daughter, Sydney, and an 8-year-old daughter, Lydia, who both attend Northland Elementary.
Where did you go to high school?
I attended high school here at Jennings County, lived here my whole life, graduated in 1984. Mr. Hearn gives me a lot of grief because he graduated in 1985, and that happened to be the baseball team that went to the Final Four, and I was a year or two early, so I get to hear about that quite often. Went off to the University of Evansville and graduated there in 1988. Actually started out at Rising Sun High School right out of college. Went there to teach science, had a varsity baseball position, and that was important to me at the time, so that's where we went. Did a year stint at East Central High School before coming back here in 1994. And while here, I was encouraged by some people. Mainly John Howard is the one who really encouraged me to get into administration. So I started taking some administration classes, and in 2001 received my master's and my administrative license from Indiana University Southeast.
Who are your parents?
My parents, Roger and Judy Taylor. Been here in the community for a long time. My father's been involved in a number of different businesses and currently is the Vernon Township trustee. My mother, Judy Taylor, has ran North Vernon Nursery School at the Methodist Church here up the street and has done that for 25 or 30 years. I couldn't say how many, but they've both been very active in the community, and I really can't say enough about what they've done to prepare me to be where I am today and to be the person I am today.
So have you set goals for this school year for Jennings County High School?
Well, for Jennings County High School, always we want to excel on the state tests, which are changing this year. We're going from the traditional I-STEP test to our freshmen will be taking in-course assessments in the areas of Algebra 1 and English 10. So we're excited about the change, and there's lots of things going on with that. How are we going to prepare? How are we going to remediate students who might not pass those tests? And we also have kids taking the I-STEP GQE test, and we want to prepare them and maintain our growth there. But I think that would be a goal for us. I think another school-wide goal would be for all of our teachers to have meaningful relationships with students, and so the kids come to school and they feel like there's somebody here that cares about them. And we all know if we come to a place where we feel comfortable and people care about us, where we're going to want to come to school and we're going to want to do our best. And I think that will lend itself to us being more successful as a school.
What's your philosophy on education?
I think you can look at education from a lot of different angles, but for students to be successful, it kind of comes down to the 3 R's as far as rigor, relevance, and relationships. You know, we have to give them rigorous assignments that are going to challenge them and stretch them. We can't just give them some fluffy stuff that's going to be easy for them. They're not going to be prepared for the world. So I think we have to keep challenging them with rigorous assignments. I think that things have to be relevant. If you're in a math class and you're just looking at X's and Y's, it makes no sense to you. But if you can take that concept and use it in an everyday use, something that someone would use, say that a contractor is going to use to figure out some angles, or that a plumber is going to use to figure out the flow, amount of flow coming through a pipe or something like that, where you can actually see it, and see physical, relevant uses of the concept, then it means something to them. So I think that's important also, that it has relevance. But with that, the 3rd R, relationships, I think is the most important because, as I stated earlier, kids want to come to school and they want to feel like people know them. They want to feel like people care about them. They want people who take an interest in their education. And I think when you do those things, that the relevance and the rigor become really important. But if you don't have a relationship and you don't have that kid feeling good about being here, and I'm not talking about all, rainbows and butterflies, but, just talking to kids, I think that if you do that, then you set yourself up for success as a school.
And what do you like to do in your spare time?
Like in my spare time, I really like to spend time with my family. You know, just doing different things, playing games with the kids. You know, going to movies. We go to church on Sunday. Those sort of things. I like to run. Getting a little age on, and that's becoming a little difficult. But I run 3 or 4 times a week. You know, run 4 miles, and have ran 4 or 5 mini marathons. I really enjoy doing that when I'm able. Also, I like to fish. I really enjoy fishing. I wish I were a little better at it, but I like to go out and do some bass fishing, and I, you know, catch and release all the time. But I really enjoy doing that. It's kind of a nice way to relax and kind of kick off all the stress for the day.
So, anything closing as far as start of the school year?
Well, I'm really excited to be here. Feel like I'm prepared to take off where Mr. Wildy left off and take Jennings County High School forward. And I'm excited about getting started with this school year. And I think we're going to see a lot of great things out of Jennings County High School this year.
If not at this meeting, then the next one.
Okay.